Breaking news flashes across your screen: floods, fires, earthquakes, hurricanes. You think, that could never happen to me. But here's the truth. Disasters don't wait for an invitation. They strike fast, and the only thing standing between chaos and survival is one word: preparedness. In just the last decade, hurricanes have devastated the Caribbean, wildfires have swept through Australia and California, earthquakes have leveled cities in Nepal and Turkey, and floods have displaced millions in South Asia and Europe. No place is immune. Every year, millions are caught off guard by emergencies. In the US, over 60% of people admit they have no emergency plan. In Japan, nearly 90% of households have a kit, but in the UK, it's less than 30%. That's a huge risk. Just last year, entire neighborhoods lost power for days after a major storm. Are you ready for something like that? It's not just storms. Sometimes it's wildfires, sometimes earthquakes, sometimes a blackout that lasts for days. Most people are caught off guard. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're stepping away from our usual fun and games because this topic could literally save your life. I've seen firsthand how quickly things can go from normal to chaos. One minute you're scrolling your phone, the next you're searching for a flashlight in the dark. So why do so many people ignore the risks? Psychologists call it normalcy bias. We believe disasters won't happen to us even when the evidence is right in front of us. We underestimate danger, overestimate our ability to cope, and put off preparing until it's too late. Today we're doing something a little different, but it might be the most important video I've ever made. Imagine, the power goes out, your phone dies, and you realize you have no way to call for help. It's a scary thought, but it's a reality for thousands every year. There's also optimism bias. We think, if something happens, someone else will help. But in a real emergency, help can be hours or even days away. That's why being prepared isn't just about you. It's about your family, your neighbors, and your whole community. On this channel, we do crazy challenges and give away tons of money, but none of that matters if you aren't safe when disaster strikes. I've met people who lost everything in a flood because they thought it would never happen to them. I've interviewed survivors who said the difference between panic and survival was having a plan. Some had emergency kits ready, others had nothing but hope. The stories are real and the lessons are powerful. The truth is, emergencies don't care about your plans. They don't care if you're busy or if you think you're invincible. The only thing that matters is what you do before disaster hits. Preparedness isn't just about gear, it's about mindset. It's about knowing what to do, where to go, and how to help others. When communities prepare together, survival rates go up and recovery is faster. Imagine the power goes out, not just for an hour, but for days. No lights, no heat, no way to charge your phone. In 2021, millions in Texas faced freezing temperatures and blackouts. Some were ready, most were not. Or a natural disaster hits, like a wildfire, hurricane, or earthquake, and you have to leave your home right now. Would you know what to grab? Would you have what you need to survive? It sounds like a movie, but this stuff happens every single day. I've talked to survivors who said the only reason they made it was because they had a plan and the right gear. Being prepared is not just a good idea, it's everything. It's the difference between panic and confidence, between being a victim and being a hero for your family. What you have with you in those first few hours can literally be the difference between life and death. I've seen people rescued because they had a flashlight and a whistle. Others waited for help that never came. So I went out and bought 17 specific products that every single person watching this video should own. These aren't just random gadgets. These are the essentials that experts, first responders, and real survivors recommend. Some of these are super simple, some are a little more high-tech. But I promise you, each one could be the thing that saves you or your family in a crisis. Don't wait until it's too late to get prepared. So grab a notepad, pay close attention, and let's get into it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you need to build your own emergency kit and protect the people you love. Let's dive into the must-have products that could make all the difference. Let's kick off our essential list with product number 1, the emergency water filter. This isn't just a camping gadget, it's a lifesaver. Imagine a disaster strikes and your tap water is suddenly brown or the supply is cut off. Without clean water, you're in trouble within days. A good emergency filter removes bacteria, parasites, and even microplastics, making almost any water source safe to drink. When choosing a filter, look for one that's lightweight, easy to use, and certified to remove at least 99.999% of bacteria and protozoa. Avoid filters that only improve taste. Those won't protect you from real threats. My top pick is a straw-style filter, but pump and gravity filters are great for families or groups. To use it, just place the filter in the water source and sip, or fill a bottle and attach the filter. Practice before an emergency. Don't wait until you're thirsty and stressed. After each use, backflush or clean the filter as directed, and always let it dry before storing to prevent mold. Quick tip: always have a backup. Filters can clog or break, so pack purification tablets as Plan B. After the Haiti earthquake, families with filters stayed healthy, while others fell ill from contaminated water. Don't gamble with your health. Make water your first priority. Moving on to product number 2, the comprehensive first aid kit. In a crisis, medical help may be hours or days away. Your kit is your lifeline for treating cuts, burns, sprains, and more. Don't settle for a basic kit. Get one with gauze, bandages, antiseptic, burn cream, trauma shears, tweezers, gloves, and pain relievers. Choose a kit that's organized and easy to access. Add extra supplies for your family's needs, like allergy meds, inhalers, or insulin. Learn how to use every item. Take a basic first aid class. In an emergency, knowledge is as important as supplies. Store your kit in a waterproof bag and check it every 6 months. Replace expired meds and used items. Don't make the mistake of buying a kit and never opening it. In Puerto Rico, after Hurricane Maria, people with stocked kits treated wounds and infections, while others waited days for help. Product number 3, a portable power bank. When the grid goes down, your phone is your lifeline for emergency alerts, maps, and contacting loved ones. But batteries drain fast. Choose a power bank with at least 20,000 milliamp hours, enough for multiple full charges. Look for models with multiple USB ports, fast charging, and built-in solar panels for backup power. Test your power bank every few months and keep charging cables with it. In the 2021 Texas blackout, people with charged power banks stayed connected and safe, while others lost contact for days. Don't forget, extreme cold or heat can damage batteries. Store your power bank at room temperature and recharge it every few months. Avoid cheap, unbranded models. They can fail when you need them most. Next up, product number 4, a high-quality multi-tool. This compact device can replace an entire toolbox: pliers, knife, screwdrivers, can opener, and more. In an emergency, you might need to turn off a gas line, fix a shelter, or open canned food. Choose a tool made from stainless steel with locking blades and sturdy construction. Practice using every function. Don't wait until you're stressed and cold to figure it out. Keep it in your kit, car, or pocket. Common mistake: buying a cheap knockoff. Invest in a reputable brand. Your safety depends on it. After a tornado in Oklahoma, a family used their multi-tool to shut off a leaking gas line and open food cans, saving their home and their lives. Product number 5, the emergency space blanket. It looks like shiny tin foil, but it's a high-tech lifesaver. Mylar reflects up to 90% of your body heat, keeping you warm in freezing conditions. It's waterproof, windproof, and fits in your pocket. Use it as a blanket, shelter, rain poncho, or even to signal rescuers. Practice wrapping yourself and making a shelter before you need it. Store one in your car, backpack, and at work. These weigh almost nothing. Don't make the mistake of thinking you'll never need it. In cold, wet disasters, hypothermia is a top killer. After a blizzard stranded drivers in their cars, those with space blankets stayed warm until help arrived. And finally, for this section, product number 6, the LED flashlight. When the lights go out, you need reliable, bright light to navigate, signal for help, and stay safe. Choose a flashlight that's water-resistant, impact-resistant, and has multiple modes: low for battery saving, high for maximum brightness, and strobe for emergencies. Always keep extra batteries or choose a rechargeable model with a hand crank or solar panel. Store your flashlight in an easy-to-reach spot and test it regularly. In the 2003 Northeast blackout, people with working flashlights helped neighbors and avoided injuries in the dark. Don't rely on your phone's flashlight. It drains your battery fast. A dedicated LED flashlight is brighter, lasts longer, and can be a lifesaver. Make it a non-negotiable part of your kit. Product 7. Signaling for help. This could be the difference between being rescued or left behind. Imagine you're trapped after an earthquake or lost in the woods. Your voice only carries so far, but a whistle cuts through chaos, debris, and distance. The best emergency whistles are P-less, so they work even if wet or dirty. Look for one rated over 100 decibels, loud enough to be heard over storms or machinery. Attach it to your backpack, keys, or jacket zipper so it's always within reach. Pro tip: 3 sharp blasts is the universal distress signal. Practice using your whistle so you don't hesitate in a real emergency. Whistles work for kids too. Make sure everyone in your family knows how and when to use it. Real story. In 2010, Chilean miners trapped underground survived because rescuers heard their signals. In the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, survivors were found because they signaled rescuers. Don't underestimate this tool. It's cheap, light, and could save your life. Now let's move to Product 8. Fire. Fire is survival, plain and simple. It gives you warmth, light, clean water, cooked food, and a way to signal for help. But lighters and matches can fail, especially when wet or cold. That's why you need a ferrocerium rod, also called a ferro rod. Choose a rod that throws big hot sparks, at least 5,000 strikes. Practice scraping it into dry tinder, cotton balls with petroleum jelly, dryer lint, or fine wood shavings. Always pack backup tinder in a waterproof bag. Fire is more than comfort. It purifies water, deters animals, and can be a life-saving signal. In cold climates, hypothermia is a top killer. Experts say, never travel without a reliable fire source and always carry at least 2 ways to make fire. Real scenario. After Hurricane Katrina, families used fire to boil water and cook food when utilities failed. Practice with your fire starter before you need it. Don't wait for a crisis to learn. Product 9. Food. In emergencies like Hurricane Sandy, people went days without access to stores. You need lightweight, high-calorie, no-cook foods, energy bars, ration bricks, or freeze-dried meals. These keep you fueled and thinking clearly. Experts recommend at least a 3-day supply per person, about 2,000 calories a day. Emergency rations last for years and tolerate heat and cold. Not gourmet, but they keep you alive and thinking straight. Rotate your stock every year and check expiration dates. Pro tip: choose foods you actually like and can eat without water or cooking. Include options for kids and anyone with dietary restrictions. Store food in waterproof containers to keep out pests and moisture. Real story. After Hurricane Maria, families survived on ration bars and canned food for weeks. Having food ready means you can focus on safety, not hunger. Product 10. A tough water bottle. After filtering, you need a container that won't crack or melt. Stainless steel or high-impact plastic is best. In the 2011 Japan earthquake, many survived by boiling water in metal bottles when filters failed. Look for a single-wall stainless bottle. These can be used to boil water directly over a fire. 1 liter minimum. Avoid insulated bottles for boiling. Always have a backup way to store and purify water. Pro tip: mark your bottle with measurements for easy water rationing. Clean and dry it after every use to prevent mold and bacteria. Real scenario. In the aftermath of a flood, people used metal bottles to boil river water when the tap supply was contaminated. Having the right bottle can literally save your life. Product 11. N95 Respirator Mask. In wildfires, volcanic eruptions, and pandemics, masks have saved countless lives by filtering out smoke, ash, and dangerous particles. N95s filter at least 95% of particles. Don't settle for less. Choose masks that fit snugly and seal well around your nose and mouth. Practice putting them on and checking the seal. Store them in a clean, dry bag to keep them ready for use. Pro tip: masks are single-use in most emergencies, so keep extras in your kit. If you have kids, get child-sized versions. In a real disaster, air quality can drop fast. Don't wait to put your mask on. Real story. During the 2020 wildfires in California, people with N95 masks were able to evacuate safely while others struggled to breathe. Protecting your lungs is non-negotiable. Product 12. Sanitation supplies. In every major disaster, from Haiti's earthquake to hurricane shelters, Disease spread rapidly when hygiene broke down. Hand sanitizer, soap, moist towelettes, and waste bags are critical to prevent illness. Keep a hygiene kit in your emergency bag. Clean hands and safe waste disposal can save lives. Experts say most disaster-related deaths after the initial event are due to disease. Don't let a preventable illness take you out. Pro tip: pack extra trash bags and disposable gloves. If you have infants or elderly family members, include their specific needs. Replace used items after every emergency or drill. Real scenario: after major floods, families who kept up with hygiene avoided outbreaks of illness that swept through crowded shelters. Sanitation is survival. And finally, product 13 for this section: emergency radio. When cell towers and internet go down, a hand crank or solar radio is your link to official alerts, evacuation routes, and weather updates. In Hurricane Maria, radios were the only way many got life-saving information. Get one with AM, FM, and NOAA weather bands. Choose multiple power options: hand crank, solar, or rechargeable battery. Many include a flashlight and phone charger for extra utility. Test your radio every few months and keep spare batteries if needed. Pro tip: store your radio in a waterproof bag and pre-program local emergency stations. A few minutes of cranking can buy you an hour of updates. Information is survival. Never be the last to know when every second counts. Real story: during a blackout, a family in Texas used their emergency radio to get evacuation orders and weather updates when their phones were dead. That information saved their lives. Product 13: duct tape, the legendary hero of quick fixes. Ask any survival expert, and they'll tell you, duct tape is non-negotiable. It's not just for repairs, it's a lifeline in emergencies. Why is duct tape essential? It's strong, sticky, and water-resistant. Patch a tent, seal a leaky bottle, fix gear, or improvise a splint. I've even seen it used for emergency shoes or to close a wound until help arrived. How do you choose the best duct tape? Go for industrial strength, not the cheap stuff. Test it before you pack it. Pro tip: wrap 20-30 feet around a flat card or your water bottle to save space in your kit. Real story: after a hurricane, a family used duct tape to patch a leaking roof and keep their supplies dry. It literally held their world together until help arrived. Product 14: paracord, real 550 cord with a 550-pound breaking strength. This isn't just rope, it's a survival tool with endless uses. Why is paracord essential? You can build a shelter, secure gear, hang food away from animals, or improvise a sling for an injured arm. Inside, there are multiple strands you can use as fishing line, sewing thread, or even emergency floss. How to choose? Make sure it's genuine 550 paracord, not a cheap imitation. Experts recommend at least 25 feet in your kit. Store it coiled and dry, and practice tying knots before you need it. Real scenario: during a flood, a hiker used paracord to pull a friend to safety across rushing water. That single piece of gear made all the difference. Product 15 isn't something you buy, it's something you prepare. Personal identification. In a disaster, having copies of your ID, medical info, and emergency contacts can speed up rescue and reunification. Store paper copies in a waterproof bag and scan digital versions to a password-protected USB drive. Create an "in case of emergency" card with your details and contacts. Keep it in your wallet and your kit. Real story: after an earthquake, a woman was quickly reunited with her family because she had copies of her ID and emergency contacts in her go bag. Don't skip this step. It can save precious time and even your life. Product 16: cash. When the grid is down, cards and apps fail. Cash is king. Keep a few $100s in small bills, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s. It gets you fuel, food, or a room when it's cash only. Hide it in your kit and don't touch it unless it's a true emergency. Pro tip: split it into several places in case you lose a bag. After a blackout, I met a family who could buy food and gas only because they had cash. Everyone else was stuck. Product 17: a physical map and a compass. Phones die, service drops, satellites can be disrupted. Without them, you're lost. Keep waterproof maps of your area, state, and region. Pre-mark home, work, schools, evacuation routes, and safe contacts. Learn to orient the map, take bearings, and navigate even if roads are blocked. Practice with your family so everyone knows what to do. In a real emergency, these skills are priceless. Real scenario. After a wildfire, cell towers were down and GPS was useless. A family used a paper map to find a safe evacuation route when others were stranded. Now, let's bring it all together. You've seen the 17 essentials, each one a potential lifesaver. But the real power comes from being ready, staying calm, and helping each other. Here's a bonus most people forget. Morale boosters. In long emergencies, mental health matters. Pack a deck of cards, a favorite book, or a small comfort item. These can lift spirits, reduce stress, and help you and your loved ones cope with uncertainty. Real story. After a week-long power outage, a family said their nightly card games kept everyone calm and connected. Sometimes, hope is the most important thing you can pack. Preparedness isn't just about gear, it's about mindset, confidence, and community. When you're ready, you can help others, not just yourself. That's how we build resilience together. So here's your call to action. Build your kit, maintain it, and set a reminder every 6 months to check food, meds, and electronics. Share this video with friends and family. Let's make preparedness go viral. If this helped, share it with friends and family. What's the #1 item in your kit? Do you have a story or tip that could help others? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Let's build a community of preparedness together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you never need any of this, but if you do, you're ready. Stay smart, stay prepared, and most importantly, stay safe.